Okay, we're back in. Right. Yeah, sorry, they were disabled for recording my my video. So what we're doing here is going to be a most dupes record attempt. Now, I don't know what the record is, but hopefully I'm going to set it. Who knows? Couldn't find any reference, but the goal is as many dupes as possible. So we're playing Spaced Out, Classic Asteroid, and I've chosen a seed from the Tools Not Included third-party website because it's got a lot of oil on it. And I'm going to need the oil to do sour gas boilers, to make water, to make oxygen. That is the logic. I don't think this is cheating too much. You might disagree, but I haven't looked at the map layout. I did quickly double check the star map, but I haven't memorised it or anything like that, so it's got the right resources we need. That's what I wanted to double check. Okay, default settings. Let's crack on. I think the first part of this this run's gonna be fairly I don't know, uneventful almost. We're not doing an all achievement run, so we don't need to worry about all that. It is I think it's an oasis start, isn't it? Should have double checked. I think it's an oasis start, which is going to make things a bit interesting. I think a lot of people might not have even tried oasis. I think it's the... I'll just double check it's... Hold on. I should double check before I start talking about oasis. Let me do a double check. Pop, pop. This is me using a website that you can't see. Okay. Yes, I was correct. Yeah, this is an oasis start, which is, I think, to be honest, is the hardest in the game. So that might make it a bit trickier to start the early game, but the late game, it's got the resources I'm going to need. Personally, I'm more than happy taking on oasis at normal difficulty. That doesn't concern me too much. Okay, it might be a bit tricky for a lot of maybe less experienced players. Right, but I have a lot of experience, so I think we're going to start off fairly normal. We don't necessarily need to rush ranching, so that's going to be useful. What we're going to need is a scientist. So I'm going to go scientist. I'm just trying to think what I might want to pair with it. Rocketry's good. Good with that. And probably the suit wearing, because then that'll allow them to get the bonuses. I did wonder if... Is there a starts with advanced research? I didn't know if that was a thing. Electrical engineering, mechatronics, plumbing... I don't think there is there? I was wondering if that was one, because I was thinking on another note about how to do a steel speed run. And having advanced research straight up would accelerate you a lot, but okay, it doesn't look like it's available, so that's interesting. Ah, okay, but what I am going to take is, where was it? I've just gone past it. Diver's lungs. Because my limitation for this playthrough is going to be oxygen. Providing oxygen for this many dupes is going to be the main challenge, and get enough water for it. Target-wise, I think 400 dupes is possible. I mean, theoretically, from a resource point of view, maybe not from a from a my computer can handle it point of view. I may well crash the game many times before we get there, which might be tricky. Right, Catalina's going to be our scientist. Let's grab ourselves Digger, shall we? Or we can probably skill up an operator, because that would be useful. Right, here we go. So let's go digging. Let's go. We'll go building and we'll go tidying. Okay, got to find the diver's lungs again. That was after all of these. Click, click, click. Again, just usually something where they can't do something you don't care about. They're always the best ones. Yep, that's fine. So, I'm going to go with Sparkle Streaker for the athletics bonus. Okay, and then let's grab ourselves an operator. Do we want... we're going to need a cook and... do we need a rancher? We have pips. I don't think... I might need reed fibre though. That's going to be a while, it's going to be a while. So I think... what have we got? Tidying, operating, perfect. What's the other one? Is it researching? Or is it suit wearing? Just trying to think. Or is it rocketry? Oof. I can't remember the tree. This is that's my bad. Okay, we're gonna go with rocketry because I think that's the right one. If it's not, rocketry is always good. Yeah, let's go with gastrophobia. And this is our operator, so let's go super productive. Alright, and what we're going to call this? Thinking something along the lines of overcrowded. Colony. Some either. Duplicant facility probably wouldn't be too bad. Space hut. Trade. Yeah. Utopia. I'll go with that. But I'm going to be the hopeful bunker. We're going to be the crowded bunker because there's going to be a lot of dupes. Right. Perfect. So we've got 3. I was just using the DGSM. I can't remember what that stands for actually. Dupe generated settings mod. Basically allows you to choose the choose what we're going to do. Okay. Oh wow, that is not not a lot of water. Oh wow. And and temperature's a problem. Yeah, welcome to oasis. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Right, let's go speed 3. Let's go. In terms of planning, you know, I think I explained this in my last video series, but I'm looking for the green, and this red is not so good. So I'm going to go up. It looks upwards, it's fairly even left and right, so I can kind of put the main shaft up the middle, and that'll do us fine. I'm going to come down here. Because we've got to get this water packet. I'd rather avoid this, but we've got to get the water packet. This is oil biomes, but that's lead, so that could really speed us up. Let's see. So if I start coming in here as well. Oh, don't have enough. This will drop down here. Got nothing for my ladders. Right, we'll go up. Then just trying to plan this out. So she's doing 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Like that. So I'm thinking, ooh, it's gonna be risky putting anything down here. Maybe I could put the beds over here. We have mealwood, don't we? So the mealwood farms are going to go up. Stay the hell away from this. But we can put the toilet down. I think we'll put the toilet down here. Honestly, we might struggle to get this up by cycle 1, which I usually say is a requirement, to be honest. With this map, we may well not manage it. Let's find out. So going to focus on this rather than that. The bedroom will go here. So more room size is 64, so we always leave room for that. Just make sure we focus on trying to get these outhouses up. Don't want them being on the floor and deal with the germs. Yeah, and we might struggle getting these washrooms, sorry, these wash basins filled on cycle 1. I don't know. It's going to be a race against time. Okay, well at least we got one. Good, we got 2. Right. Higher priority on this, just to see if we can get water in these. I don't know. This is far too close for comfort. Gonna need a... lovely. I think we've done it. We have done it. Perfect. Awesome. I think we're going to struggle for beds. So to left. This oxalite will burn off. There we go, bed and bath. Oh, we did do it. Oh, we have hatches. We have hatches. That's interesting. I didn't think hatches were on oasis. Maybe I'm completely misremembering. Okay. That's good to know though, because that's going to make the achievement runs more doable. I thought forest biomes didn't have them. There you go. We learn a new thing every day. So, to explain what we're doing, obviously we got bed and bath up, which is priority for cycle 1. I'm going to close these off as rooms, and so I'm just prioritising that. Then we're going to go for research. Perfect. So I don't need to rush that. I'm going to put this research station here. I don't want to do it there because I'll leave room for an oxygen diffuser in the middle. Research station will leave room for the advanced research station. So we'll put 2 batteries, 2 generators, and just do that. And then we'll prioritise that. And keep the research off, because currently the research is gating us. See, there's oxyphones here. Oxyphones, they're good, but they use a lot of water. You need 3 domestic oxyphones to cover what Dupe, and 12 wild ones, and you don't have that much. Cool, we've got a research station, so I'm just going to plough into food. Pretty safe bet, it's always the first one to go for. Our way through. Right, got some power. Priorities. Now let's have a think. Got our research here. Just going to prioritise that for Catalina. Okay. We'll set that to 8. Which is what I was preaching in my tutorial bite, which I made a little bit earlier today on priorities. definitely check that out if that's something that interests you. As of the time I'm recording this, I've got 5 tutorial bite videos out, and I'm working on the 6th. Currently I've got... Oh! I completely forgot there's no algae on this map. I'm not going to do that. That's not how forest start works, is it? Okay. Ah, there's some more water over here. Oh my. Now, what are we doing for oxygen? Oh, this could be interesting. This could be very interesting. That's 4, isn't it? Okay, I think we'll have to plant some... We will have to plant... A bit nervous getting around there. So, be careful on that. We will have to plant some oxyferns because that really is the... That's the... What we got. Right, so... Resources. Again, I did a tutorial video on that, on the user interface. So... I'm going to put on here useful stuff I need to build with, and I'm going to put oxyfern seeds as well, because it's going to be my oxygen. Right, research complete. That's the basic food one, isn't it? Planter boxes. I need to expand. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. That's hot. I have a feeling we're surrounded by oil biomes because that is the map I chose. So I think this is going to be a typical oasis start, and if you're watching this and you're not familiar with the oasis start, usually what happens is you end up trying to insulate a central temperate area as quickly as you can. There's heat coming in on all sides, so research is critical. I am gonna put them down as planter boxes. Oh, I'll tell you what, you can extend that, and then let's do that. We can start. Put some stuff down here. Lovely. So we got oxyfern. Yeah, that segment's in the way. And obviously we put these at the bottom because they need they convert carbon dioxide into oxygen, and the carbon dioxide sinks. Which is something I've just also covered in my gases tutorial bite. So yeah, so at this point, all the shout out to my my beginner and fundamental tutorial bites that I've already done. Hopefully by the time I get onto the more advanced stuff, maybe in this playthrough, I will have covered it in that series. But yeah, this is good. This does make quite significant amounts of oxygen, so that's great. Oh, yeah. We can just go digging these up. No, that's not a room, is it? Because that's open. So let's close it off. Let's snap that and that. And then I did say priority 8 for those. Okay, research is done. So now we've got food. My immediate question is, how do we get insulation quickly? Where are there's installations here, and we're going to need the advanced research. So we might well be limited on having a researcher to do it. But we need to get it up quick, and we need to plan ahead as to how we're going to lay this out. I'm going to have to close this off for now. See, the pips have been busy. Plums in a way. That's fine. Oh, cycle 3 already. Oh, wow. That's a lot of good stuff and a lot of bad stuff. Construction, creativity. Obviously not diver's lungs. But that's a... Turner's that's just a good dupe. Yeah, I can't say no to a good dupe. Okay, let's prioritise getting him settled in and built. He's got a skill. We're going to go I'm going to go construction for now. Art we won't need for a while. Ah, now Bubbles is going to trap herself over here, isn't she? Well, you better take your way out, Bubbles. Just get a little bit of help with the yellow alert, which means they'll ignore their downtime stop. Perfect. Okay. Priority, set that to left. Cool, got the oxyphones going. And chunking on through the research. So, you can certainly disable here. We may as well leave that. Oh, no, hold on. We'll leave that plant in place, but. Or. Yeah, why not dig through to there? Don't have the water cooler yet. Does a wild plant count as a decor item for a Great Hall? Probably. I can't see why not. Never tested it. Logically, that makes sense to me. We'll find out. Set up a Great Hall. So I do want to have. I kind of want to plan for soup docks already, but I also don't want to slow this down. I mean, at this point, I could just allocate a floor and call it a soup dock floor. Definitely need to get across here. Let's harvest that. I'm going to put this on harvest, but I'll double check the number of seeds I've got. Haven't got any more oxyphones yet. So if we have this as a... Where's the 16? The 16's here, so the wall's going to be here. So we're going to need to build it like that. Okay, great. So is this a Great Hall? It is a Great Hall, right, so there you go. Wild decorative plants count for Great Hall bonuses. Learning. So, yeah, pretty normal early game stuff, to be honest, so it's going to be that for a little while before we can really get into the meat of trying to push this. We've just got to get set up stable and stave off the heat. Right, okay, supercomputer's done. Let's head straight for that insulation and build the supercomputer. Don't necessarily need to prioritise it. In fact, I probably shouldn't, so Turner gets it. Water, I should, and then something. So what if I do the supercomputer like that, then Lyra can... Sorry, Catalina can focus on that. Yeah, so this is going to be an interesting start. Gotta say though, I'm not too worried. I've done oasis before. I know it's probably the toughest for the maps, but I'm happy enough that we'll get set up and stable. I hate these oxyphone things. Algae diffusers, oxygen diffusers are so much easier. And these run on water as well. We don't have much water. Oh, we found some water. Okay, excellent. see what I could do. I could just use this. I could just use this as like a one-stop entrance row, make it nice and symmetrical. So if we say that's the 16, what I'll also do, oh, let's not do that. I'm going to dig the minimum we need to dig. So I'll have that out. If this is going to be a room, what I'll start doing is putting in my airflow tile pattern, so I don't just have to replace them later. Is that right? That's right. 1, 2. Then the wall goes down here. Yeah, but this is going to be insulated, so I'll hold off building it. And along we go. So if I keep this to standard room height, then that means we can... What? Just pop this that way, and then we can open up the heat from here. And if the wall goes there, we can pop it down. I'm just going to hold off building down too much for now. We're going to go up. Ah, brilliant. Catalina's got skill points. That's the advanced research we need. So Catalina will should focus on the supercomputer, and someone else can probably focus on the research station. Ooh, there's a lot of carbon dioxide here. Did I just open a pocket? I might just have opened a pocket of it. It's fine. Let's dig that up and replant it. So the pips are going nuts. If they find seeds, they'll just plant it. We need these domesticated. We are going to have to open this up because of the airflow. They get stuck otherwise. Ooh, not that tile. Keep that plant alive. Okay. Yeah. So I'm definitely thinking water is going to be a concern. But honestly, we don't know until we find out. So I'm just going to dig left. That's just single. So that's fine. So we're going to dig right, and then start laddering across. So what I could just do is pull the water over here, I think. We'll see as we explore this how good it is. See, that's cold, but it's insulated. So like I say, go in here, I can put some insulated floor in here to stop this heat coming in, and then drop all that water down into one pool. We'll consolidate it. These pips are great though. I've dug up all the mealwood and they've just replanted it all. Where I've had to move it to make room. So, steam ahead on the research. We'll close in the base and see if we can get ahead of this incoming heat wave from all sides, really. Seeing sand there, so that's probably a barren biome, and there's another oil biome over there. There's this map is going to be filled with oil, which is great because late game, that's what we're going to need. The challenge right now is just getting there. So, wait to go tiding. Lure the strength. Also allow us to unlock the pipe emptying skill, which becomes a plumber. Just planted. Immediately got dug. I think Bubbles is our digger, isn't she? Yeah, brilliant. She's just got the first skill, so we'll have hard digging. That'll allow us to get out. Now there's a handful of salt water geysers on this map. I think there's 3, and then I think there's also a cool slush somewhere. So if we, well, I'll say when we find those, we can use them. Material's this? Phosphorite. Okay. Yep. Nothing too exciting about phosphorite. So we'll harvest that, I'll harvest that. And of course these are all the new ones the pips have planted. Oh, that's arbitrary. Don't really care about that. Right. Ah. Okay, I'm not in a rush to grab someone, and I desperately need water. This map is... it's always a water-starved map. How are we doing on the research? Ah, we've almost got it. Excellent. And then what we're going to do is rush that. Rush insulate this base. Which is classic oasis. Right. So, what else can we do? I mean, we can do anything. Do anything. We'll go power. Always good to get power. I'm going to unprioritize that and start thinking about this. So exit goes here, and we've got to square this off. But we can also come in. I can make this a little smaller area. Is it worth insulating? I don't think it's worth insulating this water pocket because honestly we're going to use it so quickly. Actually, it's probably better to just leave it. We'll pop round and we'll come up here and we'll leave room for a door here. Okay. And continue this up. How much room do I need? Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms plus a rec room. 7, 8, 9, 10. We could probably just do 2 more up here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think this is going to be the layout for the base. And what I am going to do is just prioritise these tiles because we need to get insulated and we need it quick. Okay. Kathleen will keep on researching. Hopefully everyone else should start getting this base protected. Okay. Yeah. Now, thanks if you are watching this on YouTube. I think I got probably a better reception than I was expecting for the guide to Cycle 100 for the all achievement run. Kind of inspired me to get on with the tutorial bites. Hopefully we can make lots of good oxygen not included content and try and make something useful for the community. I think that's my main goal here. We'll do something entertaining, of course, but if we can learn at the same time, then that's even better. Right. So I'm going to use my normal pattern. If you watched my last playthrough, you'll notice I did the same because found this pattern to be reliable. So just going to every 4 tiles use airflow. You don't want to use too much of them because they do have a decor penalty. But at the same time you need the gas to flow through your base. You don't want it pooling up. Ah, I'm just gonna close this off because they've ruined the room bonus. Not that I necessarily need the room bonus, to be honest. But it's better to have it than to not. Yeah, so really just lots of building to do. And then we can start going out. So kind of wondering if I should just have one ladder rather than two. And come across. Is that going to be easier? Or is it going to be easier to go through? Well, I mean, that's already going straight through an oil well, so let's have a rethink on that. We'll can this and then we can come across from the other side. I don't have a fridge. What I am going to do is just make a little fridge storage area down here. Just build it like that. Pour some carbon dioxide in it as we go along. I do find this part of the game a little bit formulaic almost, so that's probably the right word. The early game is quite similar on most of the planetoids. You know, you're still doing the same research, you're trying to establish your base up, you're trying to get your rooms together, get your skills up. The added challenge here is that we've had to rush insulation and cut this one off. But honestly, the rest of it is very similar. So we'll just keep going with securing this. Bubbles, how have you managed to do that? I don't know how you've done that. You can deconstruct this to get her back out, but you know, we need to build this anyway, so let's see. If she starts suffocating, we'll worry then. She's fine. Now she can fit through. So, just continuing on. Not a whole load to add right now. Just gotta let the dupes execute the plan. So, forgive me if the commentary's a bit quiet. If you're watching on YouTube, I currently have no one in the chat, so talking to myself, talking to you in the future, hopefully, if anyone watches this. So, yeah, I mean this, I suppose this early game has some value in it because it's an oasis run, so having an oasis playthrough is always useful. You've got the challenge of the forest biome start, rather than the temperate one, and then obviously the uninsulated starting biome. So this is unique to oasis where there's no abyssalite surrounding you, which is why we're getting so hot. It's just baked in as part of the map, so all the oasis maps are the same. So we should bump up the generator for that, because it's slowing the research down. Still missing an oxyfern seed for that, although 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6. Which should cover us for 2 dupes, so we're actually only making half the oxygen we need to. Oh boy! We better get some more oxyferns and quick. 2, 3, 4. Just work our way across there, and I probably want. I don't have the hydroponic tiles yet. We'll just cover this. So that's 5, 6. And that's 8. So that's 14. And we need 3 per dupe. So this is going to cover us for 4 and a bit dupes. It's not quite 3. It's a little bit more than 3. So there's probably 4 and a bit. It's worth of dupes here. So, but we need all these plants. So we better go find them. What I'm going to do as well is, rather than use ladders, I'll use digging patterns to nab these, because it'll be quicker. There's 1, there's 2 there. I'll have that. I'll pop up here for that. Excellent, excellent. Come across here. And this is using my my dupe movement. So knowing that as long as you've got 2 tiles at all places. Did that as my very first tutorial bite. Even though it was the most basic one, actually the dupe movement is something that you can really integrate to make your gameplay that much more advanced. I think just prioritise that, and they should be able to reach that. That was just to speed us up, really. No, just ask them to do that. And then what we can just try and keep the carbon dioxide in here. And this will be our food storage later on. Just yeah, room bonuses. Not there. Printables. So we've got we've got an artist. We don't have a chef, but we can give anyone the cooking. At this point, there's no way we can take more tubes because of oxygen. Oxygen is the problem. Oh boy, oxygen is really a problem. Okay, I'm worrying about heat, and I should probably be worrying about oxygen. So let's prioritise anything that nabs us oxyferns. Let's just get all of them we can, and we'll replace these with hydroponic tiles when we get there. Go away from there. Okay, got our room bonus back, which is great. We should definitely disable this. Lost a room bonus here, yeah, in the FO tiles. Yeah, so let's focus on oxygen. Cool, boy. I Oh, I do remember. So what? I do remember once. I think I can't remember if I tried or actually did an all achievement run on Oasis. And now, obviously, for that, you can't plant any plants because of locavore. So I think I honestly don't remember. No, I did that. Or if I did it, maybe I failed, and that was the end of it. Yeah, I think the problem is as well, we've expanded quite aggressively, so... That's also not helping. This is bad. But we're working on power systems. What we might have to do is just try and rush an electrolyzer. It's definitely the way I did it on the all achievement attempt. And I can't, ideally you'd have a nice SPOM set up and everything done. And if you check out my all achievement run guide to 100 cycles series, I did manage to get that by cycle 28 in that, which I think is pretty good going. So let's rush for that. But that relies on having quite a lot of research done. Obviously, I think I'm at risk here of suffocating before I manage to finish all the research, so probably can't afford to wait for a SPOM, in all honesty. So if we push on, we're going to use the oxyferns to keep us alive. And we've got now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8, isn't it? No, or is that 9? That's 9. So 9 is almost enough for 3. Everything happy so far. So I think the major heat problem we have solved, because the bottom was definitely closer to us than the top in terms of where these hot areas were. But it's really important to get your heat sorted for OAC. But watch out for oxygen as well. So there's a bit of carbon dioxide build up here and here. So I'm just going to prioritise letting some gas flow through. Yeah, so we've had a load of sand up here, and this is a barren biome, so it's pretty much just sand, sandstone, dirt and copper ore. That's about all you get, so... But the sand's not useless, the copper ore's nice. The thing is they're hot, these are hot sand biomes, so that's going to be a challenge. And I think I was remembering correctly that there's no marsh biomes, and by marsh biomes I mean the one with the slime and polluted water, bacchus, and the ones that have gold amalgam. Gold amalgam and the thimbleweeds. I think that's correct. Oh, we found a geyser here. Nice. Ah, now that's the aluminium volcano. Brill. So we can access that, but honestly, I don't think we need to. There's so much lead here that we'll be swimming in metal. I mean, this is all just lead. We have tons and tons of it, so for refined metal we'll be fine. Putting the overheat temperature issues aside, but you know, for conductive wires and such, we've got loads of it. Now, what I should do is I did do a little bit of planning to try and plan this out. We've got achievement, right? Oh, we did check these. Okay. So I'm referring to my planning. I say notes, but there are notes, but I've made a picture. I'm looking at the picture I've made, which shows me the layout that I want to aim for. Because I know the geysers and the oil wells are going to get in the way of that plan, and that we're going to have to replan when I see the detail. Right. But we'll worry about that. We definitely need to explore, so we need to open this map up. Well, there's a second geyser there I missed. That's a steam vent. Okay, we will keep that shut. It's going to be untamable for a while. On the upside, we'll definitely have plastic very quickly. That's not going to be a concern. I've got no research. So, research-wise, it's definitely SPOM. I don't even need the rock crusher. I can just use the lead. So let's work ourselves towards a SPOM. Oxygen levels, they've stabilised. I think they might have just stabilised because I've put more airflow in. So rather than being grouped up, it's more evenly, barely breathable, or breathable. Bedrooms are struggling. Actually, I wonder if I want to say if scheduling might help, but honestly, don't think so. Maybe that airflow tile might help. So let's do that. And let's do that. Just try and keep the carbon dioxide flowing down the left side. I see people keep popping in and out the stream. No one's hanging around. I think there might be a lot of streamers on as I'm playing right now. Yeah, it's quite a few. There's 15 of us that are just streaming in English. It's a lot of competition, as it were. That's alright. So if you are watching this, you're almost certainly watching this on YouTube. And, it'll be up there for a lot longer than the VOD will be on Twitch. Okay. So really, just much of the same is all I can say. We're going to keep going with this. 2, 3, 4. Right, so I'm thinking ladder, pole, transit tube, and then I'm going to leave 6 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for decor. And I'm going to put a heavy watt spine. Ooh. I'm going to put a heavy watt spine up here. The reason why I just paused is because I don't think this actually fits into my ultimate design. But I'm going to build it as it is for now, and I can rip a heavy watt spine out and put a new one in for, well, if I have more than 100 dupes, which I will do at some point. I could probably do that in seconds. Fit water in a heartbeat. Okay, so I think the oxygen's coming in. These oxyferns are... What have we got now? So that's 6. That's 6. We've got 12. Which is, I think you need about 13 for 4 dupes, so we should be on balance, which is good. Of course, we can replace this with hydroponic later on. So come across here. So put those in as required, and I'll leave the floor otherwise. Just wondering how urgent this is, and I think the answer is not really. we can get away with it. Should be all right here because fortunately this is right under a layer of sandstone, so loads of sand won't fall on us. That's the annoying thing about digging through sand, that it starts falling everywhere. I'll be a little bit careful here, but that's actually not a lot of crude oil. It can be deceptive. These pockets can be really of any size. That's 240, and that one's 20, so because it's only one tile, it's hard to judge how much is actually there. Okay. Yep, gas flow's looking good. Breathability it's quite good. Just going to suppress that notification off. Okay. I'll just leave it as natural flaws for now. I usually like replacing it, but honestly, what's the point for now? Cool, that's the power research. So what I'm going to do is prioritise this. I can put that in as promised. Probably come across here. So we'll consolidate the water and we'll try and keep it cool and protected. I mean, not that it would boil. The risk here isn't that it's going to turn to steam, but if it's warm, it doesn't help. And remember, we've got no gold amalgam to build the electrolyzers out of, so we are going to build a spawn, but it's going to overheat at some point. That's the caveat. Nab that meal nice. Enable that, we'll have that. That's a tree. Do we need that oxyfern? I think we do. Just ask them to steal that. Oh, that's mealwood hidden there. This mealwood's all going to overheat, so it won't last very long. Yeah, I've not got the best feeling here about trying to keep this cool. Could try. I mean, this will do us for a while, so let's make that higher priority. And in terms of rows, I'm going to pull this across here. Breathability is quite good. I'm quite happy with this, given all we've got is oxyferns. Just keep them going. There's some water there. At this point, definitely glad to have water. Noticed if you had a Terra base or a non-oasis start, then water wouldn't be so precious. But there we go. So let's keep going. Secure the water supply. Questions that are a problem. I see. I'd love to get ammo suits up, but ooh, what I should do is put oxygen masks up. That's what I'll do. In my guide to 100 cycles for the normal achievement run, I was definitely too snobby with the oxygen masks and bypass them to go straight to suits, because suits are so much better. The oxygen masks will help, but I mean this stuff's pretty toasty. They'll survive 60 degrees all right, but you know, you'd love to be able to put them in suits, but we can't. It's not going to be an option. So the best we can do is the oxygen mask. That's bad. Just try not to delete any water. If you saw my guide to gases, definitely delete packets by building in that kind of way. Corner building trick. It's going well. Just keep it rolling. Interested to see how far up or down we are. I don't think this is an offset printing pod location, but I'm pretty sure it isn't. Which means the printing pod should be roughly in the middle. In fact, I'm kind of counting on it being almost exactly in the middle. But certainly what I will do later on is, once I've got more information about the map, I need to go back to my original plan, my drawing, which does have some numbers attached to it, and then try and calculate actually where the base is sitting in relation to that. Brilliant. So we've got power systems, so that's great. What else do I need? I'm going to need the automation. I'm going to go straight down for the filter gate. Yep. Oh my God. Do we have the hydrogen generators? We do. Okay. So we can start setting up a spawn. Let's we'll secure the water supply first, because there's no spawn without water. And I think that's all the water we've got. We've got this tiny little pocket to start with. There's a little bit off to the left, which is now heating up. And it's going to be a bit difficult to access. I could pump it across into there. We've got skill points. Excellent. So let's give Lyra the plumbing. That's going to give us an achievement. We're going to go field research for Catalina. Bubbles. It's going to get super hard digging. Those are kind of no-brainers. And then we'll give construction too. Yeah, see, we got buying all of the skill tree out, didn't we? Which one that is? No, pay the bills. That's the one. Yeah, right now I'm wishing there was more, you know, educational or you know, more things I could try and talk about as a you know, learning points, or you know, something I can convey that I don't think is already obvious, but so it's got hypothermia, which isn't surprising. She was covered in water. They lose body temperature much quicker. Did we get the oxyphone? Oh no, we didn't. Haven't got to it, that's why. Silly me. Oh, the breathability is great. So, that's awesome. Oxyphones for the win. So, printables. Now that's a really good dupe. Already with grilling, machinery and strength. I can't turn this bit down. More dupes is going to make this more difficult, but can't turn this bit down with those skills. Look at that. Carrying, which is always useful, and she can be our chef. I do have the electric grill. Pop that. Let's say put it below the dining hall. That's always a good place for a little kitchen area. Let's check so the overheat temperature on the Oxfern is 40 degrees. Just conscious that these machines here will make heat. So this might become a problem later on. For now, we're going to live with it. And the Oxfern has to go at the bottom. We could always move this out. I suppose once we set up a spawn, we start getting a power spine going. We can move the machinery out onto that, and probably use the oxygen mask to go with it.